Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your tarot reading for the week of May 12th through the 18th. I'm Raina and just shuffling the cards. Let's get right to it. Don't have much else important things to add, I guess. And I'm hoping that you're not going to be able to hear some environmental noise that's going on. They're doing some kind of road work or construction. I've been kind of waiting around to do these videos, and it's like, I can't wait much longer. So I'm just going to, there was a minute that was quiet, and now I hear them again. So, oh well, we'll just try to get through this. And the heart of the matter is the Moon card. So there may be something going on and you can sense it that, let's say, I feel like for a lot of you this may be a work situation. Remember that this is a general reading, so it may not apply to all of you, but definitely some kind of a situation where, let's say you're at work and people are starting to relate to you in a funny kind of way, in a different kind of way, and you don't know what's, you know something is kind of up, but you don't know what it is. The Moon card does connect to secrets being kept and deception, okay? Sometimes it's self-deception where you are not seeing things as they really are. That's always a possibility. The card that crosses you is the Ace of Swords. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is a card of clarity of thought, but also connected to being able to make new moves in your life and take, new steps. So there may be something that's going on at work that is really prompting you to leave that situation, but it's possible that you're not seeing things very clearly, and maybe did I say maybe twice, and maybe making excuses for why it's happening and not acknowledging why it's happening. And that is creating for you a situation where you're not having that clarity that allows you to assess the situation and make a good decision based on that. At the foundation of this reading, we have the Two of Pentacles, and this is informing the challenge or the matter at hand. And so with the Two of Pentacles, it can be kind of like debating whether or not to take a particular direction, like having to make a decision, especially about practical matters like finances and job offers and things like that. So maybe you are debating about whether or not it's time to do something else, but you can't make that decision yet. Sometimes, with the Moon card, it's like you don't have enough concrete information to really work with. If this is a personal matter, you may be dealing with a Pisces individual, particularly, or they have a strong Pisces, and this person is, maybe they're not being honest with you, and that is creating a sense of confusion within you, and it's very hard for you to feel decisively like doing one thing over the other. But I'm getting like cards like this card, which suggests it's a work situation, because this is the higher perspective. The spiritual perspective is the Eight of Pentacles, and this is a card of the apprentice, okay? So one of the things that I would say with this card is, let's say you do feel a little bit uneasy in the workplace because you feel like you could be replaced or something like that. The Eight of Pentacles is about, refining your craft or perfecting your craft. So perhaps you need more training in a particular job and you haven't gotten it, and other people are more qualified in terms of having that training or having that experience, And even if it has nothing to do with this particular place of employment, it might be really good and wise to just try to make yourself as valuable an employee as possible. I do want to say, though, that that really has nothing to do with your current situation, because if you are in a situation that you feel is kind of sketchy, where people are not being straight with you, then I wouldn't blame anyone for feeling uncomfortable in that situation and wanting to leave it. I think as a spiritual message, it's not dealing particularly with this this particular situation, but just in general, to like always want to better yourself. And not so much so, oh my gosh, so I won't get fired, but so that you have that confidence that you have a lot to offer. Because it's easy to feel uncomfortable when other people seem to have more qualifications than you, and they are, they have the ability to move up in a company, and you feel like you're treading water or just spinning your wheels or something like that. The advice is the Ace of Cups, and this could be accepting an offer. Also, this can be about a new relationship. As I said, you may be deciding between two people. It's possible that you're with someone who is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this person is you feel is not necessarily honest with you. Maybe you even suspect that they're cheating, but perhaps they make a good living and you feel like, tempted to stay because of practical considerations. And the Eight of Pentacles, I think as a spiritual message in a relationship reading, is also saying that the more you become a valuable employee, the more money you'll make, and then the more able you are to be financially independent. And then you don't have to stay with somebody because, oh, they make all this money, because you're going to make it too. And it's like, it's not about that, Not that the typical Sagittarian would do that, but it's just something that can tempt people because they say, well, at least this person has this quality. What is coming in is represented by the Three of Cups. This is a card of socializing and celebration. And it may be, it's funny because this is with, this could be like with your circle of friends, but this could also be a situation of harmony with coworkers and maybe like solidarity with them, bonding with them. So if you felt with the Moon card that people were against you, maybe you felt a little bit paranoid, you may get invited to go out with some of these people after work, and you discover that they have your back, that they really do care, and that maybe it was something inside of you that was, kind of getting paranoid, but possibly it has to do with the boss, and it has nothing to do with your coworkers. You might have felt like they were acting strange and they're not. However, the Three of Cups can also simply be about networking. If you are, I forgot to say that the Two of Pentacles can be that you're balancing two jobs. Maybe you've always had two jobs, and right now you're very intent upon keeping your other job because, like, let's say that this particular job is your full-time job and the other one was just like a side thing. You might have taken it for granted in the past, but now you're like, wow, I got to make sure that I'm always taking care of this, because this is a situation where this may be where I end up going full-time. And maybe it's something that you do yourself. But I would like to say, if it's your own business, but it's only like a part-time income, you may be with the Three of Cups networking with people and trying to get all of your contacts together, because you know that, hey, you know, I know a lot of people. I could really get business through, you know, the people I know, and I never even thought about that. I was so busy like trying to get these new people, clients out there. And the outcome is the Page of Swords, and this is a card of being kind of vigilant and maybe even like trying to ferret out information. I always call it the spy card. You may be trying to figure out what, like if this is a situation with the boss, what their next move will be before they make it, because you want to anticipate anything that they're up to. And that's all well and good, but again, I think with the Two of Pentacles, it's really wise to not put all your eggs into one basket, to have other options out there. And then if the worst case scenario happens, you're not just left totally high and dry. And it may just be time in your evolution, Sagittarius, that you're meant to work for yourself. Maybe you've been working for someone else and you're seeing the drawbacks of that and how it affects you in terms of the overall impact that it has on your life in a negative way. If this is a relationship matter, you may find out that the person that you're with is a womanizer, you know, as evidenced by the Three of Cups, could also be excessively drinking, partying, and that, you know, creates a, what do you call it? It impacts their judgment, where they're not making the right choices, and something will come out that explains that. We do have a full moon in Sagittarius that's happening at the end of the month, on May 29th. This obviously is earlier in the month, you know, what this reading is, but perhaps that will be the time when these things come to light for you. In any case, I hope that you enjoyed this, Sagittarius. If you'd like a private reading, the link is below to my website, rainandmoonastrology.com. Take care. Bye.